What if the back pain you've been living with, the aching, the stiffness, the burning, and that terrifying numbness that shoots down your legs, wasn't actually about your bones? What if it wasn't even about your discs? Imagine for a second that the real culprit is something missing at the deep nerve level. Something so fundamental that without it, your nerves literally lose the ability to function, to heal, or to protect themselves. And what if I told you that this missing piece is a group of vitamins so overlooked and so underestimated that most people dealing with chronic spine problems have never once been told about them? I'm Sam Miller, and today we are going to talk about the most critical nutrient group for a sick spine. If you are over 60 and you're fighting sciatica, bulging discs, or that deep, nagging nerve discomfort that just won't quit, this might be the most important video you watch this year. Stay with me, because we are going deep today. I want to paint a picture that I know many of you will recognize instantly. You wake up in the morning, and before your feet even touch the floor, you feel it. That familiar, heavy stiffness in your lower back. Maybe it's a dull ache radiating into your hips or a strange tingling in your toes. You shift, you stretch, you slowly ease yourself upright, praying the wires in your back don't short-circuit today. Sound familiar? You've been told the same story 100 times. Take this painkiller, get this injection, or wait until it's bad enough for surgery. But almost no one talks about the nerve highway itself. Today, we change that. To fix the pain, you have to understand the hardware. Your spine is essentially a high-tech protective highway for your entire nervous system. Running right through the center of your vertebrae is the spinal cord, which is really just a direct extension of your brain. Branching out from that cord between every single pair of vertebrae are nerve roots. They travel out like biological fiber optic cables into your arms, your legs, your muscles, and even your organs. When something goes wrong, a herniated disc, a bone spur, or spinal stenosis, these nerve roots get pinched. But here's the secret. Treating the structure, the bone or disc, without treating the nerve is like fixing a dent in a car, but ignoring the frayed engine wires. This is why so many people never fully recover. Nerves are incredibly sensitive. When they are compressed or inflamed, their signals go haywire. You feel burning in your calf even though the problem is in your lower back. You feel numbness in your fingertips because the insulation on the nerve is wearing thin. To heal a nerve, you don't just need rest. You need the specific molecular building blocks that allow the nerve to rebuild its protective coating. Let's talk about the first member of our spine rescue team, vitamin B1, thiamine. Think of B1 as the metabolic spark plug for your nervous system. Every single nerve cell in your body requires a massive, constant supply of energy just to conduct a signal. B1 is the key that turns food into that energy. Without enough B1, your nerve cells become sluggish. They can't fire properly. They become fragile and highly vulnerable to inflammation. But here's the kicker for those of us over 60. Stress steals your B1. If you are under chronic stress, whether from pain, family, or work, your body burns through B1 at lightning speed. When your B1 levels drop, your nerves essentially starve. They become hypersensitive to pain. This is why your back pain feels 10 times worse during a stressful week. Sam Miller's tip: look into benfotiamine. It's a fat-soluble form of B1 that stays in your system longer and has shown incredible results in soothing nerve-related burning and tingling. The second hero is vitamin B6, pyridoxine. This is one of the most versatile molecules in your body, involved in over 100 enzymatic reactions. But for your spine, B6 has one primary job: maintaining the myelin sheath. I want you to visualize your nerves like electrical wires. The wire carries the current, but it needs rubber insulation to keep that current from leaking out or short-circuiting. In your body, that insulation is called myelin. It's a protective coating made of fat and protein. When your myelin is healthy, signals travel at 200 miles per hour. Your movements are coordinated, and your brain properly regulates pain. But when the myelin is damaged, from age, toxins, or lack of B6, the signals leak. This is exactly what causes that pins and needles sensation or the electric shooting pain of sciatica. B6 is the raw material your body uses to patch those holes in the insulation. Now, we come to the heavyweight champion, vitamin B12. This is arguably the most critical nutrient for nerve health in existence. B12 doesn't just help maintain the myelin, it actually supports the health of the spinal cord itself and helps repair damaged DNA within nerve cells. Why B12 is a hidden thief after 60. As we get older, our stomachs produce less of a protein called intrinsic factor, which we need to absorb B12 from food. You could be eating the best steak in the world and still be B12 deficient. Even worse, many common medications like metformin for blood sugar or PPIs for acid reflux literally block B12 absorption. The tragic reality is that thousands of seniors are diagnosed with permanent nerve damage when they actually just have a severe B12 deficiency that could be reversed. Sam Miller's protocol. Always look for methylcobalamin. It's the active, ready-to-use form of B12. Most cheap supplements use cyanocobalamin, which your body has to work twice as hard to process. Don't make your body do extra work. It doesn't have to. Vitamins are the foundation, but they aren't the whole house. To truly heal a spine after 60, we need to talk about the 4 pillars of the Sam Miller strategy. 1. Nutrition, anti-inflammatory. What you eat either feeds the fire or puts it out. Processed sugars and trans fats are like pouring gasoline on your nerve inflammation. Focus on omega-3s, fatty fish, walnuts, and leafy greens to give those B vitamins the teammates they need. 2. Movement, the disc pump. Your spinal discs have no blood supply of their own. They are like sponges. They only get nutrients when you move. This creates a pumping action that pulls nutrients in and flushes waste out. Gentle walking or swimming isn't just exercise. It's medicine for your discs. Stress management. High cortisol levels, the stress hormone, literally deplete your B vitamins. You cannot heal in a state of fight or flight. Find 3 minutes a day for deep breathing. It tells your nervous system it's safe to start the repair work. 4. Sleep. Deep sleep is when the repair crews in your body go to work on your myelin sheath. If you're cheating on your sleep, you're cheating on your recovery. One of the biggest mistakes I see is the pill for an ill mentality. Taking a B-complex supplement but continuing to sit for 10 hours a day and eating sugar won't fix your sciatica. True healing is a comprehensive approach. It's slow, it's steady, and it requires consistency. I have seen people in my community who were told they would never walk without pain again, people who were scheduled for surgery, who completely transformed their lives by focusing on these nutrients and moving their bodies. Your action plan. Ask your doctor for a B12 blood test at your next visit. Don't just settle for within range. Aim for the higher end of the spectrum for nerve health. Check your supplements for the active forms: methylcobalamin, B12, P5P, B6, and benfotiamine, B1. Start moving today. Even a 5-minute walk tells your spine that help is on the way. Your spine is not just a stack of bones. It's a living, dynamic structure that protects your very essence, your nervous system. You deserve a life where you can walk, engage with your family, and move without the constant shadow of pain holding you back. Start with your B vitamins. Check your levels. Advocate for yourself. Take that one small step today. I'm Sam Miller. I hope this conversation has served you well. If it did, please share it with someone you care about who is struggling with back pain. It could be the missing piece they've been looking for. Leave your questions in the comments. I love hearing your stories and I read every single one. Take care of yourself. You are absolutely worth the effort.